We do have to sort of step up. We do have to show that the squad's developing, the club's developing, and the ideas and what we spoke about are coming true. It can't, I'm not going to sit here and say that if we perform at home like we did at the start of last season, that's going to be easily accepted, and I get that. If I'm a paying supporter and I pay a lot of money to come, I want to see a difference. But what I do hope is that people don't judge that then on 3 or 4 games. It's like, well, we've got a tough start on paper. So it's like, give it a reasonable amount of time, and then of course, if it's not right, then yeah, we deserve what has to come our way. We've worked hard, I believe, on and off the pitch to give us the best opportunities, whether it's developing the facilities here, developing the squad, developing our staff, trying to maintain the highest levels we can for a championship club with aspirations to go, to the Premier League at some point. That we've put everything in place to help us have a better season. The proof's in the pudding if we can then go and do that.
I'm a deep believer in you play how you train. It's never a guarantee. So a good pre-season or a good last week and especially a good last session is never a guarantee that you are there with an unbelievable world-class performance in the first game. But I'm not a believer in coincidence. I'm a believer in hard work and well-deserved benefit. And all I can say, I've got the feeling we are well prepared. But the most important thing is that we bring it on the pitch.
Tim Krul is the goalkeeper, Ben Marshall at right back, Hanley closer and Husband completing the back four. Tetty and Tribal are reunited in the centre of the park as they were for many of Norwich's best results last season. Stiepermann will play in front of them in midfield with Hernandez and Pukki up in support of Jordan Rhodes, who is the man that Norwich will look to get the goals that they struggled so badly for last season. Marshall gathers a bouncing ball and has steered it brilliantly into the path of Hernandez in the area. Can Hernandez keep his composure?
Yes!
He can! Onel Hernandez has his first goal for Norwich City. And here to Dennis Shrabeni carrying the ball forward, riding a couple of challenges. And he's played the ball into the path of Hernandez. One-on-one with the goalkeeper!
Yes!
Oh, he's done it again! Onel Hernandez has done it again! What a dramatic finish we've had on this opening day. And it's Birmingham 2, Norwich 2, Hernandez at the double.
Yeah, this was very crazy. For me, I'm happy that I can help my team in the club with 2 goals, and it was very emotional for me. And it was a good assist from Dennis Shrabeni, and yeah, very nice. My emotion, this power, oh my God, too crazy. We have to train harder and and we have the next game, and we will see what happens. But for me, it's very important that we don't lose a game today, and good performance from the team.
Here's the corner into the penalty area. Hagazi heads it back across goal, and it's going to be blasted in by Hal Robson-Kanu. Norwich completely undone from a set piece, and that sort of sums up their afternoon defensively. West Brom haven't played particularly well at Carrow Road this afternoon, but they've found it far too easy to score goals, and with 11 minutes to go, they lead Norwich City by 4 goals to 2. Here he is on this right wing, Hernandez. Gets a yard of space, gets a decent cross in. What a powerful header! And it goes back in the balance. It's 4-3. Superb cross from Hernandez, who's made a flying start to this season. And that is a bullet header from Grant Hanley. More late drama in a game involving Norwich City. 9 minutes to go. It's Norwich City 3, West Brom 4. What a crazy game of football.
Obviously disappointing result, first of all, really disappointing. I thought at times in the game, spells in the game, we were really good, especially first half. And it's good for us to score some goals, but obviously really disappointed. Still lack of grit and determination to to lose goals like that, and it's something that we need to improve on, and something for large spells of season last year. We sort of pride ourselves on being solid at the back, but to lose 4 goals at home, we know that's not acceptable, and lads are really disappointed.
When you judge what we've done, it's also important that you keep in mind how the performances were. And we had, for example, in the beginning of the season,
unbelievably difficult games. We played, for example, West Brom, we played Sheffield United, we played Leeds, so all in the first 6 games. And I can remember, for example, a game against West Brom, so in the first half we played them out of the park. It was fantastic stuff of football and we scored 3 goals, but sadly we had a few individual mistakes, we were a bit rusty in the start, and for that we lost a game where no one could understand how we could lose such a game. Or even against Leeds United, a top-class side, especially in the beginning of the season. So the first half we played them out of the park, and it was more like a power play around their box. And they were one time in our half were able to score, and in the second half then there was 2 more counters, and they were able to win this game then at Carrow Road. So in general, of course, in terms of the results, it was not the perfect start, but in terms of performances, it was already pretty good. And even during this period, my feeling was, okay, we can perhaps achieve something really extraordinary during this season.
It was not the easiest start we had, but you could still see that we were playing quite good football, and there's a lot of potential in this team, and you could see if we just get a little bit more extra, then we will start getting results, and that's what happened.
Not a turning point, because the performances were already pretty good, but of course it was an important game. And when we analyzed the season, we had many key games or spotlight games when you could say, okay, during this performance or after this result, you can speak about, okay, we can reach something really special and unique. And of course, Middlesbrough is an unbelievable structured side, unbelievable experience. They were totally on fire, especially during this period, but we dominated them. We didn't allow them to have one shot on our goal, and we deserved to be there with a win, and we protected a clean sheet, and it was one massive win as well. Yes.
You could see it was really important to get that victory on that game, and that's where it all kind of started. After that, we haven't looked back.
Jamal Lewis on the left-hand side, nice pass from him onto Stiepermann. Stiepermann there blocked by Moore, but the referee waves play on because Cantwell has got Pukki away. Pukki in the penalty area, shoots into the net. Teemu Pukki is a man in form, and he has taken that goal brilliantly from the edge of the penalty area. Stiepermann on the left-hand side trying to get Pukki away. Stiepermann gathers it. He's striding forward with confidence. Left wing, Marco Stiepermann. The tackle is missed. Stiepermann's brought the ball into the penalty area, tries to cut it back. It's going to fall here for Cantwell possibly. No, it's Vrancic. His shot. He's there. Oh, he's there! Mario Vrancic has restored Norwich's lead!
We are very delighted, we are very happy we could win this game. It was a great team performance, and we just need to carry on.
Stiepermann! Well, everything's going his way in front of goal at the moment.
When we saw these fixtures, we thought definitely 3 games that we can win. We just wanted to show the fans and show ourselves that we can win these games and knuckle down and really get up the table. So we're really happy with the week in general, and we just want to keep kicking on.
Which Mario Vrancic takes!
Yeah, of course I tried to have an impact from the bench, and it was very important that I scored just the crucial goal today. So I'm very happy about it.
Yeah, you have to give credit to the opponent. They have a really good team, and in the end you saw that they put a lot of pressure on us, and we tried to defend everything. But sometimes you concede the unlucky goal, like the goal we conceded in the game. So I think we can be happy with that point. shows the spirit this year is very good. I mean, you know, as I said, sometimes you will struggle in this league because we play against good opponents and they can also play football. And it's sometimes how you get out of those situations when they are tricky, when they are hard. And I think we did a great job today.
Closer onto Buendia on the edge of the penalty area. Buendia into the path of Steepman, crosses low from the left. Rhodes! Yes! Oh, he's got it in! Jordan Rhodes got there at the near post and steered it into the net.
Terrific football club, you know, that's right from the directors and everybody associated on the board downwards. And you could just talk to anyone around the training ground. It's a real warm feeling, and I'm loving every minute of being here.
Another great 3 points, I think, at the start of the week. Some 3 really difficult games. So to walk away with 9 points, we can be really proud of ourselves.
I think at the start of the season we said that we want to go from game to game, and I think it's important that we keep going this way, this direction, that we don't get carried away by any thoughts of being in the top 2 places or top 6 places. Obviously, as a player, you want to go there, and you give everything to be in the top 6 places. But we have to take game for game. As soon as you're in a spot like this or in a place like this, you want to stay there.
We feel really good after that game, especially after the second half. We really step up and got a great result here away. And yeah, personally, of course, 2 goals after injury. It's always it's a pleasure to come back.
Closer now, halfway inside the Millwall half, lays it off for Buendia. Buendia, lovely. Vrancic, edge of the penalty area. Through for Pukki. Is this the chance for Pukki? Yes, it is! Yes, it is! Unbelievable! Pukki makes up for that missed penalty. He has scored in the 7th minute of stoppage time. And it's Norwich 4, Millwall 3.
Dangerous for the heart. That's quite important, and that's quite sure. And yeah, of course, these wins are probably the most exciting wins and really amazing, and it's also so unbelievably good for the spirit, because in these moments, yeah, when you score a late equalizer or score the late winner, yeah, everyone lost their head and we were celebrating like little children. And these are the experience that helps also to create a special spirit, not only with the players but also with the staff and also with the supporters. And yeah, these moments carry you also through the season, through some really difficult periods or difficult situations as well. And it's important that you have this spotlight moments. And to be honest, we had many of these moments during the season. This is why this season especially was that unique.
It's difficult, especially as a young lad who just wants to play football. It probably would have been easy for me to just, you know, sit back and sulk for however many months. But I have good people around me, you know, family, friends, and my teammates as well, which kept me going. You know, made sure that I trained 110%. Which, to be honest, I'm hungry anyway, so that's what I've done. And you know, I was getting told that when your chance comes, you just got to be ready. And you know, I think, well, I did that, to be honest. In December, when my chance came, I grabbed it with both hands, and I never looked back since. I just remember the lads were just going over for their final sprints in the corner before going into the changing room. and you know, I sort of got the call because I knew Tim was struggling a little bit anyway. So I knew there was a possibility that I could be coming on, but because he got through most of the wall, I thought it'd be cool. I thought it'd be, you know, all right to carry on. But yeah, got the nod, got told to come over and you know, get ready to start my first game. And probably I didn't really think about it too much, to be honest. You know, because I didn't think I was starting at the beginning. You know, I just went and did what I did really. Started the game, and luckily we got 3 points. Teemu scored in the last minute. I said so many times, he's done it loads this year, but yeah, it was a big 3 points, and we had a really young side out as well, so it was a good day, one that I remember.
Yeah, those are probably kind of highlights of the season. It's been nice games, but those were something else, especially for me, the Millwall, like the whole game, how we went in front, they went in front, and then we kind of lost the game already, but then Jordan brought us back, and then we got the winner in the end, so it was just such a crazy feeling.
It's testament to everybody here. We work so hard in the training ground through the week. We give ourselves that opportunity to do that last minute in games and late on in games, and we never go away from the way we want to play. If you look at these goals, it's still really good football and goals, and it's the philosophy that we have, and it's just something that I don't think, well, I think it's quite obvious that it's not a fluke that we're scoring last minute. I think the hard work goes in through the week, pre-season right back to last July. We build that foundation to give ourselves that chance.
It's incredible, the career that Grant's had. He's played Premier League at a ridiculous, like 18 years old. Tim, national team player, played Prem as well. Both unbelievable players. To keep them out, you know, it is huge. You know, it's a massive confidence boost. But at the same time, you know, they're behind me every week, every day, teaching me things through their experiences, and you know, telling me about opponents that they've played against before, because they've seen it all before and they've done it. So you know, it benefits me to have those around, and they've been unbelievable, to be fair, with it.
I'd only played 2 games before then. One was coming on at Birmingham and the West Brom game at home. So I don't think he'd really saw much of me, of course, pre-season, but it's obviously tough to judge then at times. So I don't think he could really see what he was going to get from me. I knew, obviously, he brought me here and he was wanting me part of his squad, but now I think he can really rely on me, and I think that's the big thing. He's got the confidence to put me in. And obviously the confidence to keep me in, so it's really good for me.
I mean, we've been up twice in that game, and just taking 1 point then is disappointing, and that's just how the mood has been. I mean, after all, a draw against Sheffield United is not the worst result, but the way the game went, of course, we would have wanted to win it and to get more from it.
Pretty proud after this game, but to be honest, not surprised, because we were, even before, there was an unbelievable consistency and an unbelievable spirit. And my feeling before this game, so Leeds were league leaders, everyone was praising them, everyone was speaking about, okay, if they are right now able to beat Norwich and it's already done for them and you can give them the title. All the journalists praised them, the stadium was totally excited, they celebrate also themselves a lot, and we came there and were not only there with a win, but with a well-deserved win. We dominated the game in the beginning of the game with possession, with scoring goals, but also later on in the game we dominated the game with our pressing and even without the ball. So it was a pretty balanced performance, and it was more or less like 3-0 up after 70 minutes. The game was done, and they scored, I think, pretty late in the game in extra time, but it was never a doubt that you would win this game. And when you are there with this performance, also like it seems to be like a pretty natural performance. It was also like an unbelievable message that we sent to all our opponents and all our competitors, and it was without any doubt really a spotlight game.
The atmosphere there was crazy, and also the game we played, we were so much superior than them, and we totally deserved to get those 3 points. And I think that was some kind of moment when you realize, like, yeah, this could be really good for us this season.
That was a massive wake-up call to say, we really are, we're massive contenders. Like we can do this. They beat us 3-0 earlier on in the season, and they're a good team. It was a great, unbelievable atmosphere there. So to go there and do it in the way that we did was incredible.
I think we were so good. We showed that we were a better team. I felt we showed that we wanted it more, and I think inside these walls we knew we were good enough to do this. But I think that's when really people stood up and took notice of us as being really, contenders for promotion. And I think that was one of the games where everybody started to really fear us in a way, and that was a massive game for everyone.
I know what this game matters to people here around. So obviously also for us, we really wanted to get a good result out of that, and to score in that game, that's special. So I'm really happy about that.
In a derby, it's never that someone is a big favorite or something like this, so everything can happen. And Ipswich had also the big chance right now. We were league leaders in this moment to change the whole mood around with a brilliant performance, a brilliant win, and they were highly motivated. And for us, we got so much praise for the Leeds performance. It was not that easy to play then against the position 24 in the league, and everyone expects, okay, it will be an easy win, but again we delivered. So during the season we had so many different tasks and so many different questions that were asked, but we always found solutions and the answers, and even this game. So Ipswich tried to get a bit in our head and were pretty competitive, and tried to annoy us and to break our rhythm, but we were resilient as well, and we were cool in our head, but played also with fire in the heart, and there was a really solid performance and dominated this game and won this game with a clean sheet when scored 3 goals. Although it was perhaps not the best performance in the whole season, but a pretty major performance, and it was a great win as well.
That was a big game for me. I knew I had to go and show what I could do, put a good performance on, and thankfully we did as a team. I'll try and forget about the penalty that I missed, but it was a big game for me because I knew I had to perform. And since then, as I say, I've not looked back, and thankfully the manager's put his faith in me and kept me in.
everyone in football will tell you, like, if you could bottle that feeling of when you can see the ball going past the goalkeeper and you know it's in, it's like, if you can bottle that feeling, it would be worth billions. Because I don't know, it's hard to describe, but you know, at the same time, not on just a personal level, but then in terms of you helping your team to get 3 points by scoring, things like that, it's an unbelievable feeling, and I'm fortunate enough to experience it a fair few times.
That was excellent for me personally, of course, but as a team we were 1-0 down quite early in that game as well, and as we've done all season, we showed so much character, so much fighting spirit. We got back into the game and obviously won it 3-2, and that was another big moment, because they were pushing to get into the playoffs at the time. They were on, the best run in the league, I think. So I think we've come up against a few teams like that. They've been on really good runs, and we've been the team, to bring that to an end, which shows the quality we've got.
It was unbelievable. Some teams come here and struggle because it's not easy. It's not an easy place to play, and they make it difficult. Very direct and in your face. So to overcome that and get the result we did, it's massive, and shows how much character we've got within the squad.
Hernandez skipping in field here, trying to tease the fullback Roberts. He's played it back to the edge of the box. Buendia comes into the area, shoots! What a fierce strike that was from Eddie Buendia, and Norwich break through!
Massive win again. I think it was a really professional performance. I'm pleased because we showed some real character in the second half that we're able to sit a game out as well. I think that's the biggest positive to take from this game.
Really happy because score again, 2 goals, another win, and we play really very well, and we are on top of the league.
We always say we're looking from game to game, and I think we did win the last 5 games now. Yeah, so I think that's really fantastic, and now Rotherham is waiting. I think really tough game, and then we have two weeks to improve in training in the international break, and then it's a Borough waiting. But now it's just a focus on Rotherham.
Ground to Pukki on the edge of the area, puts it into the box here, possibly for McLean. Goalkeeper comes out, McLean gets the shot in and scores! McLean's corner, hit towards the far post, Godfrey gets his head to it, and it's in! Norwich City have scored!
I think you could see what it meant at the end to everybody. The boys are absolutely delighted with the 3 points, and you could see the fans, sent him home happy again. So it's all about just digging in. Games like this, it was tough. The conditions were tough. It's a tight pitch, it's a narrow pitch. It's a good opposition. So I think we handled everything perfectly. Rotherham obviously got the equaliser, and we handled it perfectly. Could have scored again on the break, but you know, it's all about 3 points at this stage of the season. I think the way that we're grinding them out when we need to is excellent.
It was very important, and yeah, we fight a lot. The team was so good today. We know what we have to do, and yeah, it was so amazing and very important.
I don't think we've changed much all over the season, to be honest. Even the game we lost at Preston, I think we could have won, should have won, the amount of chances we created. So we've got a game plan and we just stick by it. The manager and the staff prepare us all week, yeah, to fill out a plan. And on a Saturday we do it, and it's amazing that it's come off, because we've had some really difficult tasks the last few weeks.
Let's fellas enjoy it. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on.
On halfway, Ben Godfrey tries a more direct floated ball out to the right-hand side, and he's found Aarons arriving in the penalty area. His cross, Buendia's shot, 1-0. Norwich City take the lead after just 5 minutes. That's all it's taken. A little triangle of passes on the right wing for Norwich City, and eventually Buendia finds Stiepermann on the edge of the penalty area. He's going to go for goal, and he's going to find the goal. A belter from Marco Stiepermann. He hit it low, he hit it hard. The goalkeeper perhaps could have done better. He seems to get a touch on it, but it squirmed underneath him. And then playing it up. Oh, what a mistake that is by Freeman. He's given it away to Buendia. On to Pukki! And Pukki scores! That is awful, awful defending from Queen's Park Rangers. As Zimmerman plays a long ball forward, I think Pukki's going to get there. And he takes it into the penalty area. Teemu Pukki for 4-0. Yes! An emphatic finish from the Fed. And they may have 10 men, Norwich City, but it looks as if they're going to have a 10-point cushion ahead of Sheffield United for a couple of hours at least.
Great team performance from the first minute, and yeah, it's some good wins, and now some games still to go. So we can be happy today, and tomorrow we start focusing again.
Well, we train hard every week. You know, they are tough like sessions that we do. So when it comes to a game, you know, then final 10 minutes when other teams are starting to break down, you know, we can kick it on again and find another gear, and that's been, you know, so beneficial to us this year. I'm not sure how many points we've won in like the last 10 minutes or whatever, but I can guarantee it's some vital amount. You know, the difference between getting promoted and not. So you know, it proves that training hard all those weeks and months is definitely worth it.
When you've got a big squad and everybody wants to play, there's no doubt about that. I think maybe got a squad of 26 or whatever it is. Everybody's desperate to play, but when they don't play, the way people get behind the player that's maybe playing in front of them it's you know, you can't even put it into words, because we've all been involved in changing rooms and squads where if you're not playing, then you're not wanting the guy in front of you to play well, which is wrong. And in this changing room, everybody's pulling in the same direction. Everybody's saw this long-term goal, worked hard all season, and we're getting our benefits now.
Teemu.
Branchich, one of the substitutes, strokes it into the path of Ben Godfrey. Everyone forward for Norwich City in search of an equaliser. Stiepermann, back to Ben Godfrey! Yeah! Oh, yes! What a hit! What a hit from Ben Godfrey! Now a corner from McLean, hit into the penalty. Goal. Zimmerman's header! Yeah! Oh, it's there! Incredible! Time must just about be up. Stiepermann doesn't make the challenge. It falls for Renamotor. Shot! Reading have equalised! What an extraordinary moment here. Reading in the 6th minute of stoppage time find an equaliser through Andy Renamotor, and well, you can feel the air being sucked out of Carrow Road like a balloon.
2-1 in injury time. and just draw the game. Of course, everybody's disappointed. I think if it would have stayed 1-1, we would be quite happy with the result. But after being up 2-1, now it's been quite silent in the dressing room.
Plays it across. Clark misses his kick, but it's come onto the edge of the penalty area from Morsey. His shot is blocked. Was it handball? It was! Wigan have been given a penalty there. The shot from the edge of the penalty area blocked. James up to the ball with the right foot, tucks it away. Norwich City have a game on their hands here. McLean now to Pukki. Pukki's in the penalty area. Is this the chance for Norwich? Yes, it is! Teemu Pukki is the man for Norwich City once again.
We came here to get the win like always, but with the circumstances in the game, I think a point is well deserved and we can take it and move forward with it.
Can Norwich salvage what might be a valuable point? Here it comes. Free kick, last action of the game. Branches! Got it! Top corner! Mario Branches! Sets Carrow Road absolutely crazy! It's another one of those magic moments. It comes in the 7th minute of stoppage time, and it might just be a precious point in Norwich's push for the Premier League. 2-2.
I've been practicing them almost every day, and for those moments, they're very important for us, especially in the last second. And I was sure I'm gonna score. I'm just buzzing. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a win. We played very well, I think. Sheffield made it very difficult for us, and it was a big relief when I scored the last goal.
How you doing, mate? Hey, Pop. Hi. Good luck, your mask up in it.
Is today the day where it all happens? Promotion has seemed inevitable for a while. 3 points here might just do it. Lewis. That's dangerous. This could be even more dangerous. Onel Hernandez scores for Norwich. For Lindham's corner. How to Williams! Stoke City back on terms. Kenny McLean, Vrancic trying to work an opening here. Here's one, Pukki! A stumble from Hernandez. Edwards could be in! Oh, what a strike from Tom Edwards! Oh, he hit it so sweetly!
Disappointed. I think we had, especially the first half, we were really dominant, and then we let them come into the game, and like you said, we went front 2 times, so of course we should have got 3 points here today.
We've just kind of come up against the teams at the wrong time sometimes. They've been on really good runs, and I don't think it was. I think in the end they've ended up good points. We've played against. If you look at Stoke away, that's a tough fixture. Everybody will look at that and look at it as a tough fixture. And, it's a good point. Of course, we drew 4 in a row, but if you took 12 games as a whole and says 8 wins and 4 draws, I think that's still pretty remarkable form.
So it's our attitude. We want to win each and every game wherever we play, whenever we play. And if it's not possible, then at least we want to make sure that we don't lose it. And these points were pretty good points. Even Barcelona in their best times didn't have this, that they can finish with 50 or 60 wins in a row. And you can't take it as given that you finish in the toughest league in the world. The Premier League is the best league in the world, but the Championship, without any doubt, the toughest league in the world. You can't take it as granted that you finish with such a young side with 50 or 60 wins in a row. So there were some important draws. For example, we played Sheffield Wednesday, and after the game, Sifo said, "Listen, this was the best performance of a Sheffield Wednesday team in the last 2 years." But we were able in the last minute to be there with late equalizer and a pretty important point. Or for example against Reading. So we were back after 85 minutes and we were able in the end to gain 1 point. Of course, it was also pretty close to win this game and turn this game completely. And the late equalizer was a bit unnecessary, but even in this game was important to gain one late point. Or when I think about Stoke, so Stoke is a really decent side, and to be there with 1 point is also important. Or for example, Wigan, we were there with late equaliser. We kept our nerve state in the game and won an unbelievably important point. This Wigan side was a few days later to be there with a win, just with 10 lads at Leeds United. So there were some really important points, and so I was even in this moment totally convinced that they could be pivotal and crucial, and yeah, in the end they were.
They say that the rough line for promotion is 90, and if everyone carried on their form like they did earlier on in the season, then it'd be 100 and whatever points to get promoted. So it's just like that back end of the season, that Easter weekend, you get tired and you can feel it as well, and everyone suffers it. And it's just what you can grind out over the last couple of games, and we were fortunate enough to stay unbeaten, still picking up points while other teams around us were maybe losing those games. They turned out to be good points in the end, albeit at the time they didn't feel great. But yeah, it's just that's all part of learning. I've experienced that as long as you're almost picking up points through them last weekends and just keep ticking over, that other teams can fall off, and they were big 4 draws in the end for us.
Remember as well my feelings after that game. I was not happy. It was hard. Yeah, we did a lot. We were so much better than them in the first half, and then we let them come back in the game, and yeah, obviously then we were on our way to airport. We were watching the game, and yeah, thanks for Brentford on that game. They helped us.
Blackburn recovered well, but Vrancic keeps it going. Shot from the edge of the penalty area. There's the breakthrough, and what a roar at Carrow Road! It's Marco Stiepermann who picks up the bottom corner of the Blackburn net. Stiepermann to Jamal Lewis, who's roaring forward again here. Corner of the penalty area. Worked nicely by Stiepermann to Hernandez. Can Hernandez get the shot across? Pukki's there! Pukki's there! What's the ball over the line? That was over! No, it wasn't. What a save! That was from the goalkeeper, Ludweiler. It looked as if Pukki was just going to bundle that one into the net, and we were all looking at the referee to see if his watch was buzzing. With the technology, it wasn't. Ludweiler has clawed that out.
I think it must be broke.
How close?
How has Teemu Pukki missed that as well, Chris? He's literally a yard out.
Vrancic, let's fly! Mario Vrancic looking no road at the moment. 25 yards out. He has hit that one into the top corner of the net. And this big night, this special night, couldn't be going any better for Norwich City. An absolute cracker from Mario Vrancic. It's a goal worthy of taking Norwich towards the Premier League, and it is Norwich City 2, Blackburn Rovers 0. Now Dak, who's dropped deep to get involved in the game. He pushes the ball to the left wing. Amari Bell feints to cross. Now does get the ball into the Norwich penalty area. McLean blocks. Bell recovers it. Here's Travis from the edge of the penalty area. Shoots for Blackburn, and they've got one back. Norwich City never do it the easy way. And we have game on once more. Norwich 2, Blackburn 1. The ball breaks here. Blackburn attacking again on the right-hand side. Jamal Lewis with a challenge. He wins the ball, but it runs free for Elliot Bennett. Puts it into the penalty area. Zimmerman heads it away. And that's the Premier League for Norwich City! Norwich City's players and substitutes and coaches come onto the field because it is the most deserved end, the most wonderful end to one of the most exciting and memorable seasons that Carrow Road has ever seen.
It's still hard to describe the feelings I had during the game. It was, like during the game as well, it was hard to like focus sometimes when you saw the clock going forward and there was 5 minutes to go. It was I was just waiting the final whistle, and yeah, what happened then? I don't think even I remember everything.
I mean, the pictures, a picture can speak 1,000 words, but I can hardly put it into words. It was special, and again, everybody to do it at home, I think that just did make it that bit more special. And it's just something that will always be there, something we can always look back on. We've done something pretty special.
So to be honest, we were pretty concentrated and focused on this game because everything was prepared for us. But my feeling was in football pretty often it's not like you have this romantic naive finish and everything comes together in a perfect way. And my feeling was everything was prepared for a perfect day because with the win it was clear that we would promote it already with 1 point. We were able to celebrate in front of our home fans. All the staff was around, all the players were around, even the families of the players were around. So all the people who are connected with our success were around. So it's not only the game day squad, but all the players, even the injured players were there. So my feeling was, okay, it's a bit too romantic to finish exactly with such a game, but it's also a bit a sign of our season and a perfect fit to our season that we were exactly able to finish like a fairy tale finish. And for that, it was of course a brilliant day and lots of emotions and unbelievable feelings, especially after the final whistle and the great day as well.
I can't put it into words, like the feeling when that final whistle goes and you've done it, like you've been promoted. I think you saw from me, Jamal's reaction, the rest of the boys, to be honest, it's like, I can't put it into words. It's a feeling that is, like literally, I can't describe it. It's incredible, and one that I'll never forget. And yeah, you don't know how many times you're going to experience that in your career. So we savoured it, enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's the highlight of my career, and I'm sure a lot of the boys' career. And it's one we will remember for a long, long time, for the rest of their lives. And I think it was really fitting to do it at home in front of the fans. The way they've been this season behind us every game. Selling out away grounds all over the country. It's not easy. We know it's tough for them to go there. Spend a lot of money to get there. But it's been, honestly, everybody there appreciates it. We couldn't have done it without them, and it's just been really memorable.
There was all sorts being thrown around in that change room. We won't go into it too much, but it was incredible in there as well. To share moments like that with your team, there's some funny memories.
Making the run round the back, he'll get to this, pulled across, Pukki! Who else? Hands free kick, a lot of pace, clincher! Jamal Lewis can stretch those legs. Vrancic up ahead of him. It's Vrancic! That should be the title clincher! Green's corner. Headed up in the air by Vrancic, brought down here by Buendia. Norwich City are crowned champions! Aston Villa made it tricky at times. But what an amazing campaign this has been for those in yellow and green. Promotion was the dream. They achieved that, and now they have a trophy to go with it.
So we earned the right now to play in the best league of the world, and we know that in which situation we've done this. So we are perhaps right now in our development of the club, perhaps 2, 3, perhaps 4 years ahead of schedule. But we take it. It's lovely to be allowed to do this, and we know in terms of spending money, in terms of buying players, spending money for salaries, transfer fees. We are probably in position 20 of all the 20 clubs, but yeah, we'll go and fight with our tools, and the most important thing will that we stick further on together, because there will be some difficult times, periods, I'm pretty sure, also during this next season, and but we have to stick to our principles, and we have to stick to our philosophy, to our way we want to go, and also to our way we want to attack football games and to go further on, also pretty brave, and this is how we want to work further on. The most important thing is also to go further on with this spirit and this togetherness, because this is really the main thing that should carry us through the next season, and we're looking forward to play next season. We know how difficult it will be, but it's more like, yeah, we want to work the next miracle, and we're ready to do this.
It's been a mad journey, loads of ups and downs, but I've enjoyed it. It's happened really quickly, to be fair. I probably didn't see this coming. I think there's a lot of people that will probably tell you the same as well, but yeah, I'm enjoying it whilst it's here, and I'm buzzing, I'm delighted.
I'm really excited, yeah. Premier League, yeah, probably didn't believe when I came here that it could happen so fast, but more than happy to go there, and yeah, it will be probably a different season than this one. Probably can't see myself scoring 28 goals over there. So, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, and ready for it.
Yeah, you want to put yourselves up against the best. That's what everybody in the changing room wants to do. You know, it's something we do really look forward to.
It's the best league in the world, I would say, and many people would say as well. You know, so I'm looking forward to the challenge. You know, it's going to be a tough year, but one that we can enjoy as well. And you know, we're fortunate enough to have people around who've experienced Premier League before, you know, so they can help us with that, past experiences. But yeah, you know, we've got to back ourselves and look forward to it.